How much of your life is shaped by the opinions of others? From the clothes we choose to the careers we pursue, the need for social approval can quietly take the reins of our lives. But what if this approval comes at the cost of authenticity? Carl Jung warned of the dangers of living through a persona, a mask we wear to conform, and Alfred Adler emphasized the courage required to embrace imperfection and live authentically. In this video, we'll explore their powerful insights to uncover how approval addiction takes hold, why it's so hard to break free, and the steps we can take to live a life that's truly our own. By the end, you'll not only understand the invisible forces shaping your decisions, but also gain tools to break free from their grip. We often feel like puppets, dancing to the tune of societal expectations. Carl Jung captured this perfectly when he wrote, "The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases." Yet, instead of recognizing this, we force ourselves into molds that were never meant for us. Social norms create these invisible strings, and they're so deeply ingrained that we rarely question them. Adler, in Understanding Human Nature, Swing observed, "Life happens at the level of action. We are not what we think or what we feel, we are what we do." These societal expectations influence not just what we think and feel, but the very actions that define us. Why are we so desperate for approval? The answer often lies in childhood. From an early age, we learn that acceptance equals safety. When praised for compliance and criticized for deviation, we develop a deep need to conform. Jung explained this in his work on individuation, writing, "The greatest burden a child must bear is the unlived life of its parents." Much of our approval-seeking behavior is inherited, shaped by expectations passed down through generations. Similarly, Adler pointed out that the only education which truly prepares us for life is one which does not distort the child's sense of self. Yet so often, our education teaches us to prioritize others' approval over our own values. Carl Jung's concept of the persona describes the social mask we wear to navigate the world. While this mask can help us function, it often leads to a disconnection from our true self. Jung observed, "The persona is that which in reality one is not, but which oneself as well as others think one is." Adler took this idea further, emphasizing the courage required to shed this mask. In The Science of Living, "A lie would make no sense unless the truth were felt to be dangerous. The danger lies in the rejection we fear if we reveal our true selves. Yet, living behind a mask eventually isolates us, not just from others, but from our authentic identity." Our approval-seeking tendencies aren't just psychological, they're evolutionary. Early humans depended on their tribes for survival. Belonging meant safety, and rejection could be fatal. While modern society doesn't carry the same stakes, our brains haven't evolved to distinguish between disapproval and actual danger. Adler's concept of social interest explores this tension. He argued that true community feeling arises when one ceases to focus on oneself and seeks instead to contribute to the whole. However, he warned against mistaking conformity for community. True belonging doesn't require abandoning individuality. It thrives when we bring our authentic selves to the group. What do we lose by chasing approval? Often, it's our dreams, creativity, and individuality. Jung put it bluntly, "He who looks outside dreams, he who looks inside awakes." Approval seeking keeps us looking outward, searching for validation that can only truly come from within. Adler echoed this sentiment, writing, "A person who does not have courage to face the truth will not find it." Living for others' approval blinds us to our own truths. This leads to missed opportunities, stifled growth, and relationships built on superficiality rather than authenticity. Breaking free starts with awareness. Ask yourself, whose approval am I chasing, and why? Often, we don't even realize how much power we've given to others' opinions. Adler urged us to confront this, stating, "The basic need of every human being is to feel significant." True significance, however, doesn't come from others. It comes from aligning our actions with our values. Next, embrace imperfection. Adler reminded us, no one is perfect, and that's a good thing. It means we can always improve. Perfection is an impossible goal, and chasing it only deepens our dependency on external validation. Finally, reconnect with your authentic self. Jung wrote, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." This requires looking inward, facing our fears, and letting go of the need to please everyone. Social media magnifies our need for approval, offering instant validation through likes and comments. But as Adler warned in What Life Could Mean to You, to be human is to know inferiority. To be great is to overcome it. Social media exploits our feelings of inferiority, keeping us trapped in a cycle of comparison and external validation. Jung would likely view this as a dangerous over-reliance on the persona. The curated lives we present online often become barriers to our true selves. To break free, we must shift our focus from external metrics to internal values. Breaking free from approval addiction isn't easy, but it's one of the most liberating journeys you can take. As Jung said, your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. By shedding societal expectations, embracing imperfection, and living authentically, we can reclaim our lives. If this message resonated, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Let's start living for ourselves, not for the applause of others.